Crazy, strange, and the weirdest news. You can't make them up, they're bizarre but true. It's loose screws in the news.
Hey, it's Mel
and Scott, and this is Loose Screws in the News.
Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and be ready to enjoy some loose screws in the news of real people doing really dumb things.
Really dumb things. Dumb criminals, odd news, weird headlines, and people with a few loose screws. A Indiana loose screw was arrested for DUI after he flipped his truck in a crash and then tried to blame it on a chupacabra.
What?
Is it a chupacabra or a chupacabra?
I'm not sure.
For the purposes of this story, I'm going to say chupacabra.
Okay.
The guy wrecked his Chevy truck, and then he tried to block a bystander from calling 911, but police got the call and arrived on the scene to find this guy sitting on a rock. He admitted he had been drinking, and according to the police report, smelled of alcohol. He had slurred speech and glassy eyes. When officers began a sobriety check, he reportedly said, "Hey, you don't need to check my eyes. I'm drunk." But then he offered an alternate reason as why he crashed his truck. He said a chupacabra, a mythical creature, ran out into the road, causing him to swerve and flip over. He was taken to the hospital for a blood test and then booked into the jail on charges of operating a vehicle while intoxicated. No word on spottings of the chupacabra. I mean, I've seen pink elephants when I drink, but how much you got to drink to see a chupacabra?
I don't know. Is it a challenge?
I would think so.
It could be.
Fire up the old margarita maker.
Yes, now we're talking. I see all kinds of fun things with that thing working. Well, a Pinellas Park neighborhood said a man went on a late night rampage, naked and destructive. Naked and destructive. He's lucky to be alive after neighbors say they were ready to defend their homes. I mean, wouldn't you if a naked man was running around? Yeah. Well, video captured from a neighbor's backyard shows the man walking through the yards and exposing himself. I was asleep.
Get a load of this.
And the doorbell rang and I answered the door, one neighbor said. Opened the door and there was a guy standing there stark naked. I mean, that would set me back a few steps too.
Right.
Police identified the suspect as Joshua Garrison. Neighbors told Channel News 8 that he caused significant damage to their homes and cars, all while he was naked too. I have questions. He threw a pot of plants through my truck window. He tore the lights off the front of my house. Yikes. Surveillance video showed Garrison trying to get inside another home. One neighbor said Garrison ran into his backyard, touched himself in a sexual manner, then tried to break in. He went into Oh my gosh. He went into the shed, grabbed an axe, and came back on my porch. We don't know why he didn't use it. Thank God he didn't. Right. Another man added that he jumped over a 6-foot fence using a wood pile and helped himself to a drink. Did you think he was thirsty? I mean, with all that nakedness running around, he was definitely cool. I don't know how much more he needed to drink. They went on to say, we see him grabbing a bottle of beer and a can of soda. Sounds like he was double-fisted. Neighbors said the situation could have turned deadly. We were all Second Amendment people here in Pinellas Park, said one. We'll shoot you, the neighbor said. He got lucky when we didn't wake up. Police said Garrison faces charges of burglary, criminal mischief, and lewd behavior. He's lucky that chupacabra wasn't there.
Well, at least he had the axe.
Oh my God.
What was that for? Circumcision?
I don't want to know.
I don't want to be circumcised with an axe.
No.
Police in Ocean City, Maryland are a bit taken aback by the overwhelming response that they've had call for volunteers to smoke weed in front of the cops. The request for adults to take part in the smoking session at the upcoming Maryland Highway Safety Office's DUI conference went out on social media. But by the afternoon, the registration closed. Within just a few hours, folks had come out of the woodwork to volunteer.
Oh, wow.
The program gives student officers a chance to observe real-time cannabis impairment so they can easily recognize it when they hit the streets on their own. So they were looking for volunteers to come fire one up in front of the cops, no less.
Right?
Which is just got to add a whole level of excitement.
Well, of course.
Smoking your weed.
I mean, wouldn't you like to say, I smoked in front of the cops and they didn't do a thing about it?
For hours. Yeah.
Well, 2 women are accused of stealing almost $1,500 worth of merchandise from a Fort Myers Target store. According to Lee County Sheriff's Office, deputies were called to the Target on South Tamiami Trail. Employees at the Target informed deputies that 2 two women, Nevaeh Diaz and Kiera Rodney, entered the store with an empty baby stroller and could be seen on security cameras actually taking merchandise and hiding it in the stroller.
You can fit a lot in a stroller.
I was just getting ready to say that. I mean, this is bad, right? Don't do this. But at the same time, it's kind of genius.
Especially if you get one for twins.
Right.
Or triplets.
Oh, man. Who's going to check the baby?
Load up the stroller.
Who's going to think to check the baby stroller? The two women were also seen cutting security tags off of multiple items. The Lee County Sheriff's Office said deputies arrived at the Target and waited outside the store. The two women then attempted to leave the store with the baby stroller full of merchandise without paying and were stopped by deputies. A search of the stroller revealed that the women had stolen about $1,300 worth of merchandise, including multiple Polaroid products, cosmetic products, and clothing. Both Diaz and Rodney were arrested and faced charges of grand theft and conspiracy to commit a crime. I will say this, being a Target shopper, $1,300 isn't really a whole lot.
What's it, like a couple of trips?
Yeah, just a little bit.
That's funny. Two men were arrested after police say they stole more than 300 pounds of meat, as well as pies and bread.
I guess we answered the question, who's got the meat?
That's a lot of meat.
That is.
The Union City Police Department in Ohio said officers responded to a call that a freezer had been broken into. Juan Anguiano and Justin Flint allegedly admitted to stealing 315 pounds of hamburger and sausage meat, 2 8-count boxes of Wix pies, and a 36-count box of hot dogs, 24 packs of bacon, and 24 loaves of bread. They were arrested and booked into the Randolph County Jail. One of these guys said to the other, we should have used a baby stroller. Probably would have gotten away with it. That's a lot of meat. Well, have you seen the price of meat lately?
Yeah, that's true.
Crazy.
Meat and potatoes. Anyway, Putnam County Sheriff's deputies arrested a man after they say he threatened his neighbor with a knife. This is probably a pretty scary moment. Sheriff's deputies arrested 61-year-old Minor. Minor is his name?
Yeah, his name.
Minor. Sorry. I had to throw in that little tidbit. Minor Catledge, of the charge of aggravated assault. Deputies say Catledge, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, confronted his neighbor when she was walking her dog on a public path adjacent to his property. According to the victim, Catledge claimed that the public path was his property and he threatened to eat her dog. Ew. If she trespassed again, I guess that's where the knife came in.
Eat your puppy.
Right? How? That's sick and twisted. Deputies responded and spoke to Catledge about the property dispute. They left believing the incident was resolved. Well, about an hour later, he wasn't done. Catledge went into the victim's property and began threatening her and her family with a knife. While on the way to jail, here's the kicker. Catledge told deputies he was going to beat the victim when he got out.
Nice.
He was booked and given a nice orange jumpsuit where I think he is still sitting and thinking about it.
Wow. Hope the dog's okay.
Well, I hope everybody's okay.
Right? That too.
He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, is he?
Police say a man stole a fire engine. Why are guys always stealing fire engines?
Is it the lights?
While the crews were inside Tampa's St. Joseph's Hospital, this happened in the morning. The suspect, 59-year-old Warren Scudder, crashed into an SUV before officers caught up with him and blocked the fire engine's path so he couldn't get away. The driver of the SUV was treated for hip pain at the hospital. Scudder was arrested and charged with grand theft auto and hit and run. The cops said, why are you such in a hurry? You got a fire to put out or something?
Oh, my gosh.
Guys are always stealing fire trucks and ambulances.
Why is that?
They like the sound of the sirens.
Is it the lights,
Maybe
the
it's
siren?
Fulfilling a childhood dream?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Is it climbing that big ladder?
Maybe. Is it the size of your ladder? Or are you just happy to see me?
Well, this is a bizarre incident. An international smuggling ring was broken up at the airport in Tokyo when authorities intercepted 3 women. What is it with women? They're wearing underwear, which was a good thing, right? But this underwear happened to be loaded with $650,000 worth of gold powder. Gold powder.
Glitter.
I just think of the bronze buffs. That's where my head goes. Authorities say the operation was led by a 34-year-old man who was accused of recruiting 3 women in their 20s and 30s to carry the gold on a flight from Hong Kong to Tokyo. Investigators say the women were promised cash and travel expenses in exchange for their role. The gold-filled underwear was allegedly handed to them in Hong Kong. All 3 women and the mastermind behind the operation were arrested and charged. Gold underwear. Just wait until Trump hears about this.
Oh, yeah. He'll be all over that. He loves is gold.
Who's to say he already isn't?
And does your husband have you saved in their phone contacts with a cute little nickname?
I think just wife.
Spouses often come up with nicknames for each other, some more endearing than others, but rarely do these end up as a reason for divorce. Exceptions do occur, though, as the case with one couple who broke up over how the husband had his wife's name saved in his phone. The court ruled that the woman should be compensated for being saved as, quote, chubby.
Oh, no.
The nickname came to light during court proceedings as the couple went through a divorce, and the woman claimed the derogatory nickname was degrading and damaging to their marital relationship. I can't imagine why this didn't work out.
Okay, Shorty. Yeah, you want to play the name game?
Yeah, or Speedy. Speedy Gonzalez.
Right?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, well,
Chubby?
She got money out of the whole deal.
Good for
Yeah,
her.
probably not a good idea to
Well,
save your
no.
wife as chubby.
Her wallet is chubby now,
Yeah,
and
right?
his is rather thin. Oh my gosh!
Right?
I've been married almost 20 years, and I can tell you that if Danny saved me and his phone as chubby,
Yeah.
well,
She should save him as Viagra.
needs
See
help.
Alice. Yeah.
Well, Texas corrections officers were fired for smuggling chicken wings to inmates. Ooh, do you love chicken wings? It
Sure,
does sound
why
good,
not?
right? The Travis County Corrections Officer Amos Niway was arrested on contraband charges after smuggling chicken wings into jail for $50. That's all it costs. They're like,
$50.
hey, man, you've ever heard people say $50 makes you holler? Well, $50 and getting you some chicken wings. Court documents revealed officials discovered the scheme while monitoring an inmate's phone calls. The inmate told a relative that Niam had provided him with chicken wings after he sent the officer money on Cash App. Seriously? The guy works in corrections. Don't you think he would know that they get, the inmates have everything monitored? But anyway, he agreed to supply him with habanero mango chicken wings from Wingstop, which are really spicy.
Those are good.
But they are good. For payment, surveillance footage showed that Niam receiving food delivery, eating some wings himself, and then placing others on paper towels and handing them to inmates. That was nice that he shared.
Here, you get my leftovers.
Yeah, maybe it was like a payment thing. I don't know. The arrest affidavit notes that chicken wings are not provided or authorized to be provided to inmates under the Texas Penal Code. So there you go. I guess the wing stopped there.
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Nice.
While we're talking food deliveries, a 38-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of fraud after exploiting a food delivery app's loophole to unlawfully receive over 1,000 deliveries without paying for them. For more than 2 years, he took advantage of the order cancellation policy of a major food delivery platform to eat over 1,000 free meals.
Wow.
To do this without being detected was no easy feat. Investigators found the fraudster had used 124 different accounts on the delivery app, many of them registered under false names and fake addresses. He typically used prepaid cards to register an account and canceled his membership just a few days later. This made it hard for the platform to detect and stop his operation, which resulted in losses exceeding $24,000.
Wow.
I don't know if this guy is loose screw or he's a genius.
I mean, I'm like, bravo,
Yeah,
sir.
he figured that one out.
That's commitment, though, because you
Isn't
have
it?
to make that many different email accounts and accounts set up. That's definitely some good commitment.
They did put a stop to his wing stops, though.
I see what you did. A Georgia man is under arrest for getting drunk and taking a stolen vehicle for a joyride.
Ambulance? Fire truck?
No, not just any vehicle, a 30-ton excavator.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Really?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is it with you boys and your big toys? Police in Habersham County said 66-year-old Danny Ross Robinson, who was old enough to know better, had way too much to drink and took the construction vehicle from a work site. He then went cruising down a county road before parking it in front of Samoy's driveway. This looks like a good place to stop, is what it sounds like. Police found him standing outside the vehicle and placed him under arrest for DUI and vehicle theft. They say he damaged a mailbox during the whole ordeal. Well, I imagine it's kind of a wider turn, but anyway, no one was hurt, thank goodness, and no other structures were damaged. But the drunk dared to dig deep for his delights.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I would totally do that. A 30-ton excavator?
Yeah, but you wouldn't have to be drunk to do it.
That's true, too. The Hillsborough County, New Hampshire Sheriff's Office stopped a man wearing only a Speedo and a hat from entering the building. 50-year-old Corey Nickerson of Goffstown has pleaded not
Where's
guilty.
his Snickers?
He pleaded not guilty to several charges, including assault, criminal threatening, and false imprisonment. Police say 2 dispatchers were assaulted in the incident, and 1 was seriously hurt. Police say Nickerson was able to force his way into the building by following an employee through a secured door. He then allegedly physically assaulted 2 dispatchers for running from the building and leading police on a brief chase.
A
brief chase, because he was in a Speedo and a hat. Did he just come from the pool?
I was thinking,
I got to put this hat on.
Wannabe naked cowboy in New York City.
No pants, no shirt, but,
Yeah.
but I'll put my hat on.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe it was a naked cowboy. I didn't mention boots.
A
though.
little inspo, maybe.
Right.
Well, a 54-year-old woman, Jennifer Keeber is her name. She was arrested for defrauding an innkeeper after refusing to pay her $27.55 meal at Daryl's Doggone Good Diner in Silver Springs. Man, that's a mouthful. Try to say that fast.
Daryl's Doggone Good Diner.
Oh, wow, look at you. Keeber told officers she was married to rapper Eminem and claimed that he would cover the bill. I didn't know Eminem was married. The restaurant manager said that Keeber had multiple unpaid tabs at the establishment. Her order included French toast, a bacon cheese sandwich, soda, and chocolate milk. Keeber then told police that she only had $10 and believed Eminem had unlimited money because, well, he allegedly paid for her meals before. She was booked at a local jail. FYI, Eminem is not married to Keeber and is reportedly dating his stylist, Katrina Mulatto, I think is how you say her name. Mulatto? I don't know.
Potato.
Yeah, would the real Eminem please come forward and pay her bill? Because, somebody needs to.
That's crazy. Reba Wilson faces multiple charges after allegedly firing at HVAC technician Nate Baird when he requested to be paid a $70 diagnostic fee for her dryer repair.
Oh.
Wilson refused payment, claiming warranty coverage. That ought to be covered under warranty.
Yeah.
Then pointed a gun at Baird and said, "You're going to fix my dryer." According to her statement, Baird told the station that she said, "I don't want to pay that," and then he said, "I don't work for free." He pretended to work on the appliance before escaping through a back door as Wilson fired a shot and yelled, "I'll pop a cap in your ass."
Oh my God.
Police discovered a shell casing on the dryer and a gun under Wilson's couch. She appeared in court on charges including criminal recklessness, intimidation, criminal confinement, pointing a firearm, and being a serious violent felon in possession of a weapon.
Wow.
No word on whether the dryer got fixed or not.
Well, I mean,
She'll need something nice to wear to court.
not going to lie, but she warned him at least.
Pop a cap in your ass. Wow.
I can't imagine. That would scare the heck out of me for sure.
Right.
So there's a new problem in Newark, New Jersey, and it does not involve the airport. Newark authorities determined that reported monkey sightings around the city stem from a social media hoax featuring AI-generated content. Now, let's be honest. How many times have we fallen for AI-generated?
I'm falling for it left and right.
I
My
mean,
kids point out, Dad, that's not real.
And it looks so real.
Yeah.
So I would
Dad, you know that's not
definitely,
real.
if I was in Newark, I would totally fall for this.
Dad,
but
you know monkeys aren't flying to planes in Newark. You know that's not real, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
in this day and age, I wouldn't put it past them.
Right.
The public safety director confirmed that police received reports the other morning about wild monkeys loose in the Georgia King Village, and animal control had received similar calls about monkeys roaming Newark streets the daytime before. It's like Jumanji. Officers conducted searches in the reported areas, but discovered no evidence of primates, at least real primates, but maybe people like acting like ones. The public safety director said officers have not located any monkeys. Any photos or videos posted on social media regarding this incident are likely AI generated.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Thank goodness this is not another incident at the airport involving landing, unless it's the flying monkeys landing.
Nice.
It's like monkey business.
Yeah, monkey business for sure.
Awesome. It's not unusual to toast to a job well done.
Oh, cheers.
Unless it's a burglary that you're right in the middle of.
Oh.
It's a burglary well done. A California guy returned to his home to find Sabino Blanco sitting at his dining room table, sipping a glass of wine after breaking into the house. The man told the 31-year-old to leave, and after he did, the victim called police to report the incident. The resident also reported that his house had been rummaged through. Bianco, who was booked into the Santa Clara County main jail for felony residential burglary, misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia, and misdemeanor battery on a police officer for allegedly spitting at the officer.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he's just having a glass of wine in the middle of the burglary.
Well, cheers to you.
Thieving makes you thirsty.
Well, not only that, it could have been hard to get into. He worked really hard to get into that house.
I'll wrap us up with this story. A man's accused of removing his colostomy bag
Ooh.
You know what that is. And then throwing it at staff and police in Lowell, Maryland.
Oh.
Police say 45-year-old Antonio Santiago did not strike anyone with the bag, but it did spread waste in the emergency room.
Ew.
Santiago is charged with 8 counts of assault with a dangerous weapon, one for each person that was in the room at the time of the incident. He was ordered to be held without bail. In other words, he's in a crap ton of trouble. He's public enemy number 2.
Oh,
and,
gosh.
And number 1.
Yeah, right?
Yikes.
Multiple offenses there. That's disgusting.
Clean up, room 105.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's nasty.
That is gross.
Well, those are your loose screws.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be sure and subscribe, like, comment, share.
And please follow along for more.
Yeah. And we'll be back next week with more loose screws in the news.
Crazy, strange.